Sometimes love doesn't arrive gently. Sometimes it crashes into your life like a storm you were never meant to survive. And sometimes the wrong person touches you in the exact way your soul has been starving for. My name is Amara, and this is the story of how I destroyed my own wedding and found a love so dangerous it nearly ruined all of us. Everyone thought I was lucky. My fiancé, Daniel, was perfect on paper. Successful architect, kind, responsible, the kind of man mothers prayed their daughters would marry. We met in London during a professional conference. He was calm in a way that felt like safety. No chaos, no drama, no unpredictability. Our relationship was steady, predictable, comfortable. He held my hand gently, kissed my forehead often, and spoke about the future like it was already written. When he proposed in Paris under the Eiffel Tower, people clapped. I cried. Not because I was overwhelmed by passion, but because I thought this was what love was supposed to feel like. Safe. Then I met Luca, Daniel's best friend. Italian. Too confident, too observant, too alive. We met in Rome during wedding planning. He hugged me like we had known each other forever. "Ah," he said softly, studying my face. "So you are the woman who finally convinced him to slow down." His eyes lingered too long. Not inappropriate, but aware. Like he could see things I was hiding from myself. At first, it was nothing. Small moments, shared jokes across dinner tables, late-night coffee conversations when Daniel fell asleep early, walking through narrow streets lit by golden lamps. One night in Rome, it started raining suddenly. We ran under a balcony for cover, laughing, breathing hard, standing too close, water dripping from his hair, my heart racing for no reason I wanted to admit. "You look different when you laugh," he said quietly. "How?" "Like you forgot to be careful." I swallowed, because he wasn't wrong. He reached up and brushed a raindrop from my cheek. Such a small gesture, but it felt like electricity. My breath caught, the world slowed, and for the first time I became aware of how intensely he watched me. Not politely, not safely, but deeply. The kiss wasn't planned. It happened during a rooftop dinner in Florence. Music playing softly, city lights stretching endlessly below us. Daniel stepped away to take a phone call. Luca turned toward me. Close, too close. "You deserve to be seen," he whispered, and before I could process the meaning, his lips touched mine. Soft at first, questioning, then deeper, warmer, his hand resting lightly against my waist, pulling me closer like he was afraid I might disappear. My body reacted before my mind. I kissed him back. The world vanished. The air felt heavy, alive, dangerous. Then, Daniel's voice behind us. "Everything okay?" We separated instantly, my heart pounding louder than I could hear. Nobody said anything, but something had changed, irreversibly. I avoided Muka, or tried to, but he understood me in ways Daniel never noticed. He noticed when I went silent. He watched me like every expression mattered. One evening in New York, during wedding preparations, we ended up alone in a hotel lobby. "You can hate me," he said quietly. "I don't hate you. That's worse." His honesty disarmed me. We talked until sunrise, about fear, dreams, regret, and love. "I think about you constantly," he admitted. My heart twisted painfully, because I did too. We didn't rush into passion. It unfolded slowly. Hands brushing, long eye contact, walking side by side, shoulders touching. One night in Tokyo, during a final venue trip, Everything broke open. We were alone on a quiet street filled with neon reflections. He pulled me into an embrace, warm, protective, his breath against my neck, my hands gripping his shirt. When we kissed, it wasn't stolen anymore. It was inevitable, slow, deep, filled with everything we had been denying. We held each other for a long time afterward, foreheads touching, breathing together, no words needed. "You need to decide," he said gently, "and whatever you choose, I will accept." The church was full, London sunlight streaming through stained glass, guests smiling, music swelling, Daniel waiting at the altar, perfect, safe, expected. Then I saw Luca standing among the guests, not pleading, not desperate, just watching, and suddenly I couldn't breathe. The priest asked if I accepted. Silence stretched. My hands trembled, and I realized something terrifying. I loved Daniel, but I was alive with Luca. "I can't do this." Gasps filled the room. Chaos, anger, tears. Daniel devastated, friends shocked. But when I walked outside, Luca wasn't there. He had left, because he never wanted to be the reason I ran away. Weeks later, I found him in a quiet cafe in Barcelona. He looked surprised, almost guarded. "I didn't come for you," I said softly. "I came for myself." He smiled slowly, relieved, and when he kissed me again, it felt like coming home. Love isn't always safe. Sometimes it breaks rules. Sometimes it destroys plans. But sometimes the most dangerous love is the one that finally shows you who you are. I chose myself over anyone else. I didn't settle for the friend who had quietly loved me. I realized I deserved someone who would see me, all of me, without expectation or doubt. The man whose heart I once held so carefully never truly forgave me, but I don't hold that against him. Love isn't about forgiveness alone. It's about recognizing your own worth. In the end, I met someone who matched my depth, my ambition, my passion. He wasn't perfect, but he made me feel safe, cherished, and alive in ways I never thought possible. Our love wasn't rushed. It wasn't desperate. We took our time. Every touch, every kiss, every whispered word reminded me of how powerful love can feel when it's mutual. We danced in the rain, held each other through sleepless nights, and laughed so hard that our ribs hurt. I finally knew a love that was as gentle as it was fierce, a love that didn't demand I sacrifice myself to be worthy.